Hey guys, it's Steve from Classic Bahnstormers, where we restore old BMWs. That is what we do. We buy, we sell, we service classic BMWs. And today you join me in the beautiful, deepest, darkest Hampshire countryside to do one of my favourite bits of the job, which is barn finds. Here we have two early E3 3-litre SIs. They're both D-Jetronic cars, like the blue one that we restored. There's a half-hour video about that on the YouTube channel where this is going to be. But these two cars, super cool story. I was contacted by the owner. The red one has been in the family since new, and we have a commission to restore it. It's a Vermont red car. And the Taiga green one has been in the family for a very long time. The owner has moved these cars about 4 times in the last 20 years. And he's finally decided enough's enough. He's going to restore the red one and he's entrusted it to us, which is a great honour. Join us today whilst we do a bit of preliminary getting them ready to move before the transport company arrives, and also we'll enjoy a bit of the cool time capsule stuff. Come with me. So cars on the table. I have been here once already and I've kind of done the sort of preliminary checks for rust and things. So I'll show you around some of the exciting bits. The red one is actually in slightly better condition than the green one, but they are both eminently restorable, incredibly solid underneath, axle carrier points, inner seals, all look really, really good. They are not without rust and they are going to be big projects. You've got to really want to do these. An E3 is probably really, really good, top E3. These are both SIs, so they're the desirable ones, but they're probably bringing in the region of the mid to high 20s now, maybe might push to 30 grand for a rare colour like the Taiga green car. They both need boot lids, so if anyone happens to be sitting on a boot lid or a bonnet or any E3 panels at all, don't be shy, get in touch. We have potentially acquired a donor 2800, which we may use to help us restore these cars. But yeah, any help from the Bahnstormers community would be much appreciated in sourcing some panels. Both the cars came off the road for the same reason. These early M30s, they suffered badly with porous cylinder heads. The red one was semi-dismantled to be diagnosed, but the green one, same symptoms, so they didn't bother. But yeah, they have basically been untouched for over 20 years. Things like the rear arches are in amazing condition considering where we are in the world. Hampshire, pretty damp, pretty muddy. Front wings, not too bad. The nice thing about these cars is they are totally complete, and the interiors are in amazing condition. They really are fantastic. No wear on the driver's seat. This green one has an A-track in it, which my cameraman Ed will have no idea what that is. And the other super cool thing about this car, which I discovered when I was here last, it has in the glove box its original service book with the service manual, with all the original service stamps in it. It's super cool. The original owner, I think, was a KK Wong, which might explain the colour choice. But yeah, Kingsworthy Motors, Kingsworthy, Winchester, so it's a very local car. Okay, so as I said, both these cars are the desirable 3-litre SIs. They're both early ones, which makes them D-Jetronic. Just looking around, I'd say this one, which has been semi-dismantled, has been exposed for quite a long period of time, would take some considerable amount of work maybe to get these engines going again. We know they've suffered from head gasket failure due to porous cylinder heads. So we will obviously strip them down and inspect them ourselves to be sure. The cylinder heads have not been off, but it's highly likely given the reputation that these era M30s have. There's a few bits I've noticed are missing, so we'll have a rifle through the boots in a minute just to make sure if they are here or if the owner knows they might have been separated. I know the back bumper for the red one, for instance, is stored separately, but yeah, airflow meters we're going to need. Just stop for a minute. Coffee head. So when I was here last, like I said, I had a really good crawl over the cars. And one of the things that I noticed that was super cool is that both these cars have these original trims in. See the plastic wheel arch liners at the back here and the inlays? I pulled those out to look at the wheel tubs, and I was amazed by how good the wheel tubs were on both cars. But those trims, I'm told, reliably told by my very knowledgeable friend Tony, that they are always gone, always broken, always missing, just like E12s. But in this case, we have all the sets of trim, so hard parts that are difficult to find for restoration, winning on this one. So this Vermont Red car has some really cool period accessories. This is actually a factory AC car. Again, the font of all E3 knowledge, Tony tells me that that is an extremely rare option. It's also got some cool kind of period stereo stuff. There's a tape player on this side. And there's a graphic equalizer on the other side in the middle there. There's no history present with this car. They've both got logbooks. The service book in the other one was a real find. Certainly anybody wanting to have one, you know, as an investment or as a collector's car, that is a total win, a total plus. You can see the design of these dashboards. Last year we did a video on the blue one that we restored, and I think I was fairly gushing about my personal enthusiasm for these cars. But yeah, they're just so elegant, the design, the dash of that kind of Neue class Hofmeister design era. And again, one of the real wins for these cars is the interiors are in fantastic condition, no wear on the seats. They're black as well, so they'll clean up really nicely, and everything appears to be present, which is just such an amazing stroke of luck. You know, it is not easy, as we proved with the blue car. It is not easy to find odd bits and pieces that go missing over the years for these cars. Yeah, so excited about this project. Right, that is enough of the time capsule stuff. It's time for the real work to begin. Standardly, we had beautiful weather all day yesterday. The drive down here was lovely, but it's now begun to rain and I can hear thunder in the background. So we better get on with the hard work. The basic plan, shift all the rubbish. We've got 2 sets of wheels in the van. Today, we're going to be getting these so they'll roll, so the recovery company can collect them. Let's go. So the Taiga car's outside for the first time in who knows how long. It's the first time we've been able to have a proper look down this side of the car. As I said earlier, I think panels-wise, the red one's in better condition than the green one, but the green one is mostly doable. The panels are mostly savable. We need a boot lid for both cars, and the bonnet on this green car is shot. I know that they are unicorn's tears, but we'll find them one way or another. Again, you can kind of get a better look at the interiors now and just how good they are. I cannot get over the lack of wear on this driver's seat. I just can't. I mean, it's fantastic. Amazingly, all 4 of the tyres pumped up pretty easily. They did all have some air in them, these 4, but I mean, quite astonishingly, they have all gone up. So yeah, we've rolled it out this far. The brakes wasn't too bad. It came out reasonably easily, and we've had a little shifty backwards and forwards on it. We're channeling the spirit of Sam Cooke, and change is going to come. Filming some B-roll, baby. So both of these cars are now free. Amazingly, all of the tyres, we were able to pump them up. Incredible. We bought 2 sets of wheels with us, thinking we'd probably have to change them all, and all 8 wheels have blown up with relatively little fuss. You certainly wouldn't achieve that with modern rubber. We did start to run out of time a bit, so we haven't filmed as much of the red car as I would like to, but we'll rectify that when we come to collect them. This one actually came out and went back in a whole lot easier than this one. We didn't get this one out quite so far. As I said, we were running a bit low on time. The green one put up a bit more of a challenge, but we got there in the end. I think myself and Ed, we're going to be aching a bit tomorrow. It's been great fun doing this. Day in the life of Bahnstormers. Really looking forward to this project, fulfilling the owner's 20+ year dream. family vehicle, something he remembers from his childhood. So this is going to be a great project. We love doing things like this. The green one, I'm really excited about, such a rare colour. Looking forward to hopefully finding a new custodian for this car, someone who will want to maybe take it on and invest in it. We would love the commission to restore this car, but we'll see what happens. Certainly in no rush to sell it, unless we can find somebody who's keen to take on the project. It's an amazing car with that service book that we found. This car deserves to be restored. So possibly a good opportunity for someone to acquire an amazingly rare car. We'll be back here in a few days with the transport company, and we'll do part 2 of this video. Looking forward to it. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for your time, and yeah, day in the life of Bahnstormers. Morning Bahnstormers fans, Steve from Classic Bahnstormers, where we restore classic BMWs. Today we're here for E3 Barn Find Part 2. We've got the lovely Ethan from Lee Brown Transport, who's here with his awesome recovery truck, so we can take both at once. We're going to pull the 2 cars out of the barn with the trusty Range Rover, and yeah, we've got Ethan along for the madness. Thanks for your help with this today. I'm sure you'll probably never say yes ever again afterwards, but there we go. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun, do a bit of filming, get these E3s saved. So there we go, the 2 cars out of the barn, probably for the first time in who knows how many years. Thanks Ethan, nice one. Now we've just got to get them on the truck. Huh? 80s dust, very expensive. Hairy. So back at base, Bahnstormers HQ, both E3s. We've got the red one on the ramp, ready to do an appraisal for its owner. The green one sitting over here, which will go on next. This one, as I've said, is going to be up for grabs, is for sale, or will be for sale, but we're going to appraise it first, so we've got a good idea of what it needs. Yeah, it's been a great day, really enjoyed it. Always enjoy doing these barn finds. Pulling the cars out actually went quite well, quite easily. A lot of help from my main cameraman, Ed. And just wanted to do a little shout out to MSG Transport Swindon. Ethan, all your help, thank you, much appreciated. As always,
It was a pleasure.
there'll be more. But yeah, if you need some transport, cars moved around,
Easy guy.
give MSG a call. Thank you, hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you on the next one.